rid of test anxiety easily and quickly? Welcome to ACE&E Test, helping thousands eliminate test anxiety so you can take tests and exams with confidence and peace of mind. I'm Craig Merriweather. If you or a loved one struggles with test anxiety, then welcome. This podcast is for you. Now, of course, test anxiety comes in many forms. There's obviously the written test, but there's also an oral defense in front of an academic committee, an audition if you're an actor or a musician, a job interview, giving a speech or presentation, whether in front of a small meeting of 5 people or an audience of 500. Test anxiety isn't just a case of the butterflies in the stomach before an exam either. It can be a crippling fear that hampers academic performance and well-being. So in this podcast, we're going to talk about mindset as related to test anxiety, as well as the complexities of our emotions and the strategies to deal with the anxiety we may have around tests and exams. Now, one aspect of eliminating anxiety that is very important to discuss is nutrition. While the mind and spirit play a part in feeling anxious, worried, and stressed, anxiety is first and foremost a physiology issue, an issue of the body. So while there are various techniques to teach the body and mind to reduce anxiety and stress, you're going to go a lot further by stabilizing your blood sugar, reducing or even eliminating caffeine, decreasing or even eliminating alcohol, and possibly adding supplements to your diet. How you fuel your body has a great effect on your mood, on your emotions, and the feeling state in your body. Now, I want to be very clear. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionalist, a psychologist, or a medical professional. So this podcast is in no way diagnosing or analyzing your nutritional needs. This is just some very, very basic information on nutrition and its effects on anxiety within the body that have been researched over and over for the last years, if not decades. So before making any sort of changes to your diet or before you add supplements to your diet, always discuss it first with your doctor or a medical professional. But first, let's talk about hydration. Drinking water is important to maintaining a healthy body and brain. Your brain is 80% water. Any form of dehydration is bad for your brain, and it can cause fuzzy thinking and feelings of anxiety, among other things. Even being slightly dehydrated can stress the body and increase depression, anxiety, tension, and anger, as well as drain your energy and lower your ability to concentrate. Research published in the British Journal of Nutrition shows that dehydrating the body by going without fluids for 24 hours produced greater feelings of anxiety, fatigue, confusion, and decreased alertness. So, good hydration also increases blood flow. Low blood flow is associated with depression, anxiety, attention deficit hyperactive disorder, and schizophrenia. Now, this is a quote from brain expert Dr. Daniel Amen. The quote is, "I have found that when my patients improve blood flow to the brain, it can make them happier." So please hydrate. Again, ask your doctor about what you should be doing specifically, but hydration is very, very important to your health and your well-being. Let's move on to blood sugar. If you've ever felt hangry, feeling angry, tired, and frustrated because you haven't eaten in a while, your body is a good chance low on sugars that help fuel the body, and you're having a blood sugar crash possibly. When your blood sugar crashes your body sensing danger to the system turns on the stress response. And then we start creating that adrenaline, that cortisol within the brain, which tells the liver to make more blood sugar to keep us alive. And while this whole process keeps us alive, which is great, when you activate the stress response, you feel anxiety. Not so great. Your blood sugar can crash because you haven't eaten. Or you did eat, but you ate refined carbohydrates or sugar that caused your blood sugar to spike too high. So to put on the brakes on this blood sugar spike, your body produces insulin, and then your blood sugar levels lower, and you may feel like you're having a sugar crash. So by stabilizing your blood sugar throughout the day, you can avoid triggering the stress response in this way, and therefore not trigger the anxious feelings due to lack of fuel and nourishment in your body. Now, here's some just ideas that many people find help maintain stable blood sugar levels that they need. And here's some ideas. Eat 3 meals and 2 snacks at regular intervals. So don't skip meals. Eat protein and healthy fats like olive oil, coconut oil, things like that. Eat healthy snacks nuts and seeds, hard-boiled eggs, olives, avocados, dark chocolate. Also, avoid foods with white sugar and processed sugar. Also, avoid refined carbohydrates. As with all these techniques, awareness is key. Notice if the anxiety you feel is time-related, in that you feel more anxious during the late afternoon before dinner. And as you stabilize your blood sugar, notice how different it becomes. Again, this is a great opportunity if you feel there's some blood sugar issues or some nutritional issues to actually make an appointment with a nutritionalist, and you can get very specific on what your body needs. Again, I don't know you, and this is just general information about what can help you lower your anxiety levels. You also want to eat to empower. Again, I can't advise or prescribe for you the best diet for your needs. And if you're concerned about brain health and energizing your body properly, again, I highly recommend seeing a nutritionalist to create a specific food plan for your body's needs. The issue is that the standard American diet is filled with unhealthy ingredients and artificial chemicals that are detrimental to mental, emotional, and physical health and achieving peak performance, either mentally or physically. Research shows that a diet of highly processed, low fiber, high glycemic foods increases your risks of depression, anxiety disorders, ADHD, diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease. One other aspect that I want to talk about that affects a lot of us is caffeine intake. So to help reduce anxiety levels, you may want to try lowering your caffeine intake. Funny thing is, many people drink more caffeine to avoid the withdrawal effects of caffeine. You reduce your coffee or soda intake, and then maybe you get headaches or feel all jittery. And what will make you feel better? That big hit of caffeine from coffee or soda. Caffeine is a stimulant, and drinking caffeine triggers the release of adrenaline, which again is a source of that fight or flight response. Also, researchers at the Carnegie Mellon University found that large doses of caffeine raise blood pressure, stimulate the heart, and produce rapid, shallow breathing, which, as you remember on some of the podcasts or videos I've talked about breathing exercises. Rapid, shallow breathing deprives the brain of the oxygen needed to keep your thinking calm, peaceful, and rational. The brain takes 20% of the oxygen we breathe in. So if you're only breathing shallowly and not very well, so not taking in a lot of oxygen, you're not fueling your brain for rational, calm thinking. So big, deep belly abdominal breaths are necessary for fueling your brain. So that's a little bit about caffeine. But what about alcohol? And even though alcohol may make you feel relaxed, it may actually be reducing your ability to lower your anxiety and stress levels. The neurotransmitter GABA counteracts anxiety in the brain when the stress response is triggered. However, alcohol temporarily raises GABA levels so you feel really relaxed. But then it crashes your GABA levels, so you're more susceptible to staying in anxiety longer. If you reduce your alcohol consumption, GABA can then rebuild in your brain to help you increase your calm and peace. And all this can get really confusing and frustrating. I totally understand it, as the information out there is seemingly contradicting each other. Example, a glass of red wine has lots of antioxidants, and that's good for the heart. But red wine is also rich in histamines, which may cause problems with some people, because a common symptom of histamine intolerance includes headaches, anxiety, and insomnia. So again, awareness is key. If you feel relaxed after a glass or two of wine and maybe have a hard time falling asleep, maybe take a break from red wine and see if you sleep better. Again, doctor can help you with this. A nutritionist can all help you with this. Seek guidance, professional guidance for your particular issues. There's also lots of supplements that you can research and look into. Here's just a very brief list of some supplements known to have a calming effect on the body. And you can go to your local health food store, certainly do your own research, talk to your doctor about adding supplements to your diet. This is in no way a complete list. So again, be sure to do your own research and due diligence. And again, before adding any supplements to your diet, talk with your doctor first. But magnesium is been shown to be a wonderful supplement to relax the body. In fact, Dr. Ellen Vora calls magnesium Mother Nature's Xanax. And many of us are deficient in magnesium since much of our food is grown in soil that is low in magnesium. So to get some more magnesium into your life, you can take an Epsom salt bath or try a magnesium supplement which you can find at the health food store. GABA. GABA is another supplement to take a look at. GABA stands for gamma aminobutyric acid, and if I'm hopefully pronounced that right, and is a naturally produced brain neurotransmitter that combats anxiety. When the stress response triggers the production of adrenaline and cortisol, GABA will be produced to calm the system down and relax the brain. However, when GABA levels get too low, it's difficult for the body to relax after triggering the stress response, which leads to longer periods of anxiety, depression, and insomnia even. Lots of research shown GABA's ability to relax the body and mind in supplement form. In fact, one clinical trial, researchers measured participant brain waves after taking either GABA or placebo and saw a significant increase in alpha brain waves in participants taking GABA, which causes feelings of calm and relaxation. Another supplement to just mention real quick, L-theanine. While relaxing, L-theanine is not a sedating agent, but has also been found to help process stress and to improve attention, and has been found to aid in sleep quality. Studies show that increasing the intake of L-theanine can significantly reduce symptoms of anxiety such as racing heartbeat, and its effects are somewhat similar to those of a sedative. But L-theanine is far from this prescription drug like a sedative you can get from the doctor. It's actually considered to be an effective supplement which helps to help prevent the brain from producing an anxious response to stressful situations. Now, supplements are never a replacement for a good diet, exercise, and using other techniques to help reduce your anxiety and stress. They are to supplement them. And as always, as I've said at least maybe half a dozen times already, always discuss adding supplements with your doctor first or adding them to your self-care routine. Look, I know it's hard to think your way out of a thinking problem. I know it's hard to feel your way out of a feeling problem. And of course, there's not one cure-all strategy or technique that will help every single person struggling with test anxiety. But there are many research-proven skills you can learn that will help you take back control of your stressed out nervous system and calm a panicked and overwhelmed mind. I struggle myself with anxiety and depression and watched my son struggle with test anxiety. To help him and finally deal once and for all with my own issues, I spent years researching the strategies, techniques, and skills available to ending test anxiety. Once I helped my son and myself find peace of mind and body, I realized I had a toolbox filled with research-proven methods for eliminating test anxiety easily, quickly, and conveniently. And to save you a lot of time and heartache, I put them all into a course called Ace Any Test, which you can find more about by simply going to aceanytest.com or clicking the link in the show notes. And as we wrap up today's episode, please understand that test anxiety is a common experience shared by many. You are not alone. By shedding light on this topic and sharing strategies for overcoming it, we can empower individuals to approach exams with confidence and resilience. So thank you for joining me on this journey to ending test anxiety. Remember, you are more than a test score, and your worth is not defined by a single exam. Keep striving, keep growing, and above all, keep believing in yourself. And as my gift to you, go to aceanytest.com, and there you can download for free 5 different recordings to program yourself for confidence. That's for you to have and for you to share. And if you or a loved one struggles with test anxiety, whether you get really nervous before an exam or an audition, job interview, or giving a presentation or a speech, then check out the Ace Any Test online training program. It's the most comprehensive course for test anxiety relief. Thank you again for listening, everyone. Have a great week, and here's to your success in all that you do.